Let me introduce you to Jerry, an English gentleman who's been living in China for the last 19 years. And he would say this.
First of all, there's no such thing as a social credit score. It simply doesn't exist. It's been made up by Western media, presumably to make China appear authoritarian.
This is a Chinese girl, I will show you in a moment, who works for Chinese state television, telling you this.
The Chinese government officially announced the plan to build up a nationally coordinated social credit system in 2014.
Now, did I get this wrong? Is Jerry wrong? Is Jerry right? I'm really confused because this person has criticized me for doing wrong information and even called me a clown. Let's just hear what Jerry had to say one more time, just to make sure there's no credit score system in China.
First of all, there's no such thing as a social credit score.
So let's have a look at this Chinese reporter with her credit score of over 700.
Example, my Sesame credit is 745. That's why I can rent the bike without deposit.
I'm very confused indeed that this person, Jerry, who's lived in China for over 19 years or whatever, says there's no credit score by the Chinese government. Yeah? And this girl who works for Chinese state television, which is controlled by the Chinese government, says there is. So what is going on? Jerry, I think your debunk has been debunked. Ha! I think it's better if we take out Jerry's voice and put in this female reporter's voice instead, like this.
It is 745. That's why I can rent the bike without deposit. Bikes are cheap, but what?
I can do it the other way round, if it makes Jerry feel happier, because surely he knows more than the Chinese government about this credit score system. A gentleman who's only had a small life in the People's Republic of China. Let's switch it around again.
The one that's making the most headlines is Nigel Farage. He's the former leader of the Brexit Party and UKIP, the United Kingdom Independence Party.
Now, if I am totally wrong, then I will remove this straight away. But I just find it strange that one person, and well, not just one person, one Western CCP shill, there we go, Jerry here, a gentleman, I repeat, who's lived in China for quite a while and has been all around on his push bike around Xinjiang, etc., promoting the Chinese government's their facts, basically, while CTGN, Chinese Television Global Network, is actually doing something completely different. So who is right, who is wrong? Well, with this one, I would actually go with CGTN, because they can't do, they can't actually say this without the Chinese authority, without the Chinese government. Jerry is just a person on YouTube doing propaganda on Western media outlets saying everything is fine in China. And most of the time it is for people. But that's another story for another day. I just wanted to show you this because I'm debunking a debunk from a shill, which was quite easy to do. So shills in China, if you are listening, or the people in China who make videos about the propaganda, if you're going to make sure you're going to do something, cover your tracks, because I can find a lot more articles related to this, like Skynet in Shanghai, their monitoring system with all the CCTV cameras around that particular city, and all the do's and don'ts, like don't jaywalk, etc. You'll be fined and your credit score will go down. So the Chinese person says, yes, there is a credit score system that basically she works for the government, and there's this guy who says the opposite, because maybe the credit score system is not working too well. I don't know with that, I don't have this problem, but it's great joy when you get a debunk like this. My name is James, thank you so much for your time, bye bye.